Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo news, well more specifically Zelda news, but even more specifically than that, Hyrule Warriors news. We got a ton new info from, there was a Nintendo Direct specifically devoted to Hyrule Warriors, and then all kinds of other details have been revealed throughout the course of this past week, so let's dive into it. First of all, as far as Hyrule Warriors goes, we just got, these are some special moves from this character and whatnot, and more details about Adventure Mode, which is that thing that looks like the original Legend of Zelda, and really it's, you don't actually play any original Legend of Zelda style gameplay, it's really just a map, and you sort of move over to one screen, and then that creates a challenge that sends you into the regular Hyrule Warriors landscaping gameplay, and if you complete that particular challenge, it goes back to the classic Zelda, original Legend of Zelda style screen, and then it will unlock the squares, the screens around that particular screen, so you can eventually unveil the whole map and do all these challenges. That sounds like a lot of fun. I suspect that's where I'm going to be spending most of my time during Hyrule Warriors. And then we also, of course, at the end got the reveal that Ganondorf is going to be in the game. Interestingly, though, they don't show him transforming into pig form, beast form Ganon, beast mode Ganon. And I think that's strange because it's a given, right? Each of the characters has some super special powered up thing that they can do that kind of transforms them in some kind of way. The obvious route to go is Big Pig Beast Mode Ganon, and they don't show that at all. I suspect it is still in the game. That must be his big transformation. They didn't show anything else that looks like a big transformation for him, but for some reason they're holding back on that. I don't know why. It seems like this is a given, this is an obvious thing, just show it. There's no point in pretending like it's not going to be in the game. If it isn't in the game, that's a huge missed opportunity. But as we suspected, we now know for sure that you will be able to play as these characters in some aspect of the game. You'll actually be able to play as Ganondorf, as Girahim, as Zant. So that will be pretty interesting. A lot of people have been wondering if we'll ever get a Ganon spin-off game where we can play as Ganondorf, and Nintendo's never really going to make something quite like that, but this will kind of satisfy that. We also got details about 3 areas that are not already within the Zelda canon. They're specific to Hyrule Warriors, but they're influenced by previous Zelda games. One area is similar to the Lost Woods in A Link to the Past, but now in 3D, and it's sort of, you going, that's where you get the Master Sword. So at least we've got some aspect of A Link to the Past in this game. Seemed like they were overlooking that game, which was annoying me since it's probably my favorite Zelda. We also got some kind of version of Gerudo Desert that has actual Gerudo Village that's been abandoned by the Gerudo, but that's influenced by Twilight, so that's like a Twilight Princess sort of area, but not actually from Twilight Princess itself, just the Twilight aspect of Twilight Princess in this new stage of Gerudo Desert. And then we've got this other weird thing called Palace of the Mind, which if you watch Sherlock, it sounds like they're making a reference to Sherlock, but I don't think they are, but Sherlock's whole thing is about the Mind Palace. Anyways, I digress. So this is the Palace of the Mind, and it's possibly not a real place at all, but just constructed by somebody's thoughts. They didn't explain it very well, I think on purpose. They're holding that back, so we'll have to wait and see what the heck that is about. Mr. Aonuma also explained how this whole project came to exist, and it's that he was playing one of the Dynasty Warriors games a while back, and he was like, if we had a Zelda game like this, that would be pretty interesting. So he approached Mr. Miyamoto, and Mr. Miyamoto gave the okay, so then he went and talked to the Dynasty Warriors people, and they're like, yeah, let's do it. And then also we got some confirmations about limited editions, and that's New Zealand and Australia are getting the same limited edition that the UK and basically everywhere else except the US. But I suspect the US is going to get it as well, it's just it hasn't been announced, but I cannot imagine that the US wouldn't get the limited edition with the scarf and the treasure chest and all of that stuff. It just hasn't been announced, but I'm sure they'll get it. As far as US pre-ordery things have been announced, only thing so far is GameStop says if you pre-order from them, you'll get the DLC of Ocarina of Time costumes. So your Ganondorf can look like Ocarina of Time Ganondorf, your Link and Zelda can look like Ocarina of Time Link and Zelda. So that's okay, I guess, but I'm sure that the fancy limited edition will be announced at some point for US. We'll just have to wait and see. This has been a very long video. Back to old style. So see you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.